Why are there so many spiders? Why? Hey everyone, Dan here from the Diamond Minecart, and welcome to another Minecraft mod review, where today I'm going to be showcasing the YAH Herobrine mod, which you may have seen before, but is now updated to 1.4.7 and it has a few new features. So for those of you that haven't seen the YAH Herobrine mod before, this mod does exactly what it says on the tin by turning you into Herobrine. So to begin, the main differences are that you burn in the daylight, you also don't get attacked by hostile mobs, and Steve mobs are scared of you, which we'll get to in a second. Other features include being able to breathe underwater for an unlimited amount of... You got a problem, sir? You got a problem? So yeah, being able to breathe underwater for an unlimited amount of time, and eating rotten flesh makes you resistant to the sunlight burns. The other thing you may notice is that we'll now see the moon as a cool red looking thing. So that looks really evil and cool, doesn't it? So that is how Herobrine sees the world. So red moon means it's time to come out and you can't get burnt. So it's going down quick. So I need to kind of get on with the mod review. So over here, you'll see two more ores. The one on the left is called invisible ore, and the one on the right is called ice ruby ore. And these will spawn below ground, below level 16, I believe. And the one on the left will spawn near diamond level. And these will be needed for some of the crafting recipes later on. So in this chest here, we'll start some of the crafting recipes. And as you can see here, we've got this stuff called Corazon. And how do you get Corazon? Well, I will tell you. You do it in a pretty inhumane way, but hey, this is the Herobrine mod, and you do it by killing testificate or villagers. So when you kill a villager, you will get what looks like a kind of like a gross heart, which is kind of gross, but you know, you need it to make a flesh stick. And with the flesh stick, you can use it to make further ores, but first you're going to need some of this Corazon. So I'll nick that from here, put it in this furnace, and when it smelts, it will turn into this stuff called dun 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 ingot Corazon. So Corazon ingots, and you'll need these to make something that comes along in a second. But first I'm going to show you how to make one more thing, which is the evil diamond matter. And to make that, you need Corazon all the way around the outside, a diamond in the middle to make evil diamond matter, and you also smelt that to make evil diamonds. So these really evil dark looking diamonds, they look really cool, and they can make these cool weapons too. So you can use Corazon ingots, and coming up now in any second now, there we go, evil diamonds. So you can use these two to make all these different kinds of armors and weapons. So you can use the Corazon ingots to make swords, pickaxe, and all the normal kind of weapons and tools and stuff. And you can also make armor with it, which is stronger than iron. So all the Corazon stuff is stronger than iron. And then you get to black diamond, which you can make all the same as Corazon with, so all the tools, but you can't make armor. And this is stronger than normal diamond. So Herobrine's weapons are really, really strong. So let's just shove these in here for now and then move on to the next chest. So the next chest is something that's also pretty creepy. This here is a Steve soul. So I mentioned earlier about Steves being a new mob, and I'll go over that in a second, because there's a thing that spawns into the world now, and it is a Steve house, which contains a poor little Steve, which you can, you know, kill, and when you kill them, you get Steve souls. So I'll quickly move over to the Steve house feature. So this is what we call a Steve house. These will spawn randomly in the world in any kind of shape, way, or form. This is what they always look like, but they can spawn in any biome, anywhere, and they pretty much look like this every time. Now, unfortunately, I was going to show you how to kill one of these guys, but he has no door. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what to do without that, and I can't spawn one in because it's kind of bugged. So what these will have inside is, why is it lagging so much? My God. So what these will have inside is a crafting table, a chest with nothing in it, and a furnace. So I don't know why my game is lagging so much. This mod takes a lot out of my game for some reason. But this is what Steve House looks like. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. They spawn randomly in the world and stuff like that. And you can also spawn a Steve egg, which currently does not work in 1.4.7 for some random reason. So you've got to go and find them in the world. And to make one, you need an egg, a Steve soul, which you get from killing a Steve, to make a Steve spawn egg. So if you want to do that, then feel free to go ahead. And for some reason, this mod spawns a ridiculous amount of spiders. I've had to turn my render distance all the way down because there's too many spiders and it's slowing down my recording. And while we're on the topic of spiders, actually, you can use Neverwart to tame them, which is pretty cool. They will follow you around and attack Steves and stuff for you. So that's a really cool feature. You can get that spider army, and they'll have red eyes and all that good stuff. You have your own spider army. So next is this cool looking tree, which is called a evil wood tree. So when you mine this, you'll get evil wood, and you can't really do much with it apart from, you know, make some weird weird ass Steve head lamps. So to get a Steve head lamp, you need a Steve soul by killing a Steve, you need an evil log from a tree, and Corazon to make a Steve head. And even better, you can get a Steve head, put a redstone torch beneath it, and you can get a Steve head lamp. Do I really need to say anything? So now we get on to some really interesting things from this mod, which are these things called skin books and Necronomicon tomos. So I'm not even sure what Necronomicon tomos even mean, but to make them, you need a skin book. Yes, a skin book. And for these you need leather, which is, you know, the skin of a cow. So you don't need the skin of a testificate, that'd be pretty weird. And then you need paper across the middle like this to get a skin book. And then you use invisible dust, which you get from smelting invisible ore in a furnace, which we talked about earlier. You need a skin book and a Steve soul to make I can't even say it. Necronomicon Tomo 1, which is a spell book, and then you need to make I'm just gonna say Tomo because I can't even say it. Tomo 2, you need an ice ruby and the same kind of pattern up here to make number 2, and then to make number 3, you need to reverse the invisible dust in the Steve soul for some reason, and then a slime ball on top will make the third one, and then you've got 2 new ones in this 1.7 version, 1.4.7. Sorry, you need blaze rods, the pattern as you do for any of these books, and blaze rods at the bottom to make number 4, and then to make number 5 you need ender pearls instead. So what do these do? So Necro 1, the Necronomicon 1 will do, it will make mobs not notice you. So these are kind of like spell books, you right click and mobs just won't notice you anymore. That includes Steve mobs and all the other mobs as well. Necronomicon Tomo 2, yes, I said it, will give you immunity to the sun. So, no, I don't want to throw it on the floor, god damn it. Pick it up. So yeah, it will give you immunity to the sun. So we're not burning at the moment because we're in creative, but normally you would, and that looks a bit different actually. Looks a bit like a Never Star. That's pretty cool. So yeah, immunity to the sun is really cool and quite powerful actually. And then we have the Necronomicon Tomo 3. When you right click, you'll be able to jump 4 blocks in the air. You need to right click, not use space for this. So when you right click, you'll be able to kind of like fly almost, because you can chain them together by right clicking more than once, and my world will go white because my render distance is tiny. So then we move on to number 4 and number 5. Now these are a bit glitched for some reason. Number 4 won't do anything for me, and number 5 will work like a flint and tinder. So if you go back to these recipes, number 5 was with ender pearls and number 4 was with blaze rods. So I thought the number 4 would work as flames like this, but they seem to be messed up. And he did say on the mod page that upgrade to 1.4.7 isn't going as well as he thought. So that's just something to point out there. And that is pretty much what this mod has to offer. It's kind of cool that you can become Herobrine and look at the red moon, but it's kind of day right now. And you can scare away Steve mobs as we saw earlier and kill them, and it's just a gross mod. Look, you can use testificate hearts to make tools, make armor out of it as well. It's just really gross, but really cool as well. So if you did like this mod and do want to play it for yourself, then please go to the description below to check it out. It will be a link to the Minecraft forums post where you can check this out. Stay away! Stay away! Why are you coming near me? So also, if you're new to the channel, then please do hit that subscribe button for daily Minecraft videos, and for all of you, a like and a favourite would be greatly appreciated too, if you did enjoy the video, that is. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Do go try out this mod, and goodbye! Goodbye!